Holy smokes, what an epic tackle wall, tackle room, tackle collection. That's awesome. Whoa, we're gonna save that Warlock for last because, oh my God, that's fire. This is awesome. I can't wait to show you guys some of the most awesome submissions ever in the history of Tackle Wall Tuesday. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tackle Wall Tuesday where we rate your tackle wall. Really quickly, this is how this is gonna work. You're gonna send in pictures of your tackle wall, your tackle collection, your tackle pile, tackle mile. We're gonna take a look at them together right here on the channel and we're gonna rate them 1 to 5 Cheetos. So that's how this is going down. Also, I've updated the scoring system. After watching the last couple episodes of Tackle Wall Tuesday, I've decided to allow half scores again. So we'll be able to give a 2.5, a 3.5, etc. if needed. I feel like that balances things out a little bit, gives us a little bit more leeway, and hopefully we'll be able to give a more accurate rating to some of these tackle walls. Shout outs to everyone that sent in a picture for this episode. Let's jump off into this, start looking at some tackle walls. All right, first collection is coming to us from PJ Butler. He's got a couple different pictures here, but I can tell this is the best one, so this is the one we're gonna take a look at. Check it out. PJ got the tackle wall, tackle pile, tackle mile. I dig it, dude. Front and center, we got the 6th Sense soft plastics and Divine swim baits. Oh, I see some Chad, are those Chad Chads down there? Some type of glide bait. I think that's a Chad Chad on the left there, and some other glides hanging. Oh, see, he's got some molds. Looks like he's doing a little bait making. See the molds there on top of the microwave. Was wondering about the microwave when I first saw this picture, so that makes sense. He got some power bait. He's got lunker hunt. He's got a variety. Variety is the spice of life. I see some 6th Sense hard baits off there to the right. Missile baits, power baits. Really nice tackle wall. The brown pegboard. Everything organized in its place. I'm digging this tackle wall, man. This is a solid submission. Oh, I just saw a little Easter egg. Do you guys see it? Can you see it? Wait for it. Wait until you see it. Do you see it? You see it. Check it out down here in the bottom right corner. That's a Heaters hat available on theheaterzone.com. Shout outs to PJ for supporting the movement and picking up a hat. This is a really good submission. I dig this one. He got a really nice up front and center shot. And there's a couple other pictures that he sent in of some like satellite tackle stacks off to the side. But this is like the meat and potatoes of what he submitted. So this is what I'm gonna base his rating on. This right here is solid, dude. We're kicking this one off with a really good tackle wall. And I'm gonna say that's like 4 Cheetos, man. 4 Cheetos to start this episode of Tackle Wall Tuesday. Thank you, PJ, for the submission. Let's keep it rolling. Next up, we got Zach King. Let's check it out. We got 3 photos here from Zach. First up, wide shot of his tackle room. So let's see what we got going on here. First off, we got the regular fridge and the mini fridge. So we're keeping the cold beverages out here on hand. Workbench, TV/monitor, and then he's got his tackle wall mounted up there on the back wall. Got his hard boxes out front, little storage bin there, some other cases on the tabletop. He's representing his football team, it looks like. KC-Mo. Shout out to Tech 9. Got a few setups out front. You know, from afar, not the best looking shot composition wise. You know, there's a lot of stuff in here that isn't tackle. We got like some shovels and road signs and stuff off to the right. It's like a can of kerosene down here. That's okay, nothing wrong with that. It is a garage, you know, we got stuff in our garages. I understand, I know how it is. I like the folding metal chair there on the right. Let's keep bebopping through some of these photos. So I feel like this is a little bit better. It's a little bit better, a little bit tighter shot. You can see a little bit of everything there in that last photo. I would really love for this to just sort of encompassed everything in one shot. I feel like we could have got this one done with one picture. It's almost a 3, but I'm gonna give that one a 2.5 Cheetos. Remember, we take into account not only the tackle collection, but the photo composition, the cool factor, how well you thought out your submission. You know, all these things come into play. If you want to learn more about the scoring system and how you can get a perfect score here on Tackle Wall Tuesday, go watch some of the previous Tackle Wall Tuesday episodes. I have a playlist with every Tackle Wall Tuesday that we've ever done here on the channel. I'll try to remember to link it below down in the description, but let's keep rocking. All right, next submission is coming to us from Michael Horn from South Africa. Shout outs to South Africa and Michael Horn. Let's check it out. Boom. Look at this, man. This is nice. I like this. I like this submission. Nice wide angle shot where you can see all of his combos there on the left on the rack, and then his entire tackle wall in one photo. Got a lot of Krueger baits. I love to see the Zoom soft plastic section. I'm a big fan of Zoom soft plastics. So that's really cool to see. You got the culprit going on. And power bait over there on the left, Z-Man. You got a couple of 6th Sense hard baits right there I see, so that's cool. I like to see it. This is a good submission. Solid 3 out of 5 Cheetos. Thank you, Michael Horn from South Africa, for the submission. Let's keep it rolling. Phillip Hathaway. Let's check it out. All right, here we go. Phillip Hathaway. This might be our first roasting of the video. You guys know I'm not too mean here on these Tackle Ball Tuesday episodes. I tend to be like a positive and loving individual most of the time. But I am going to have to add some spice to some of these submissions because, man, some of these can get a little rough, and I think it might add a little flavor to the videos and make it a little bit more fun for those of you that have to sit through submissions like this. Now, I happen to know Phillip Hathaway. He's a cool dude. Big supporter of the channel. Shout outs to you, Phillip. Thank you for the submission. It's all love, man. You know, we're just having fun over here on Tackle Ball Tuesday, but this one's rough. The rods and reels, nothing wrong with that. You know, we can see what he's got going on. I'm digging like the old school gear, these open face reels, and this big, dude, look at this big, that's like a, is that like a saltwater reel? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on here that my brain doesn't even quite understand as an amateur to intermediate freshwater bass angler, but you know, nothing wrong with the shot of the combos, but where we run into trouble is here, where we have just a shelf, some boxes closed up, can't really tell what's going on. Really digging the old school reels. You know, that's a cool little addition to the submission. But other than that, man, it's really tough. It's really tough to give this a high score. And man, I'm gonna be nice here. Really, I feel like this is like on the high end. This is like a 1.5 Cheetos, Phil. Sorry, brother. Crack those boxes open, get it laid out nice and neat, all in one photo with the old school reels front and center to add a little flair. Resubmit, and we'll get that score increased. Thank you for the submission. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. Next up, Larry Krueger. This is another super supporter of the channel. Larry, thank you for the submission. Looking clean. Check this out. Whoa, okay, let me back up just a little bit. Dude. Okay, so we've got loose baits here on this one. Loose baits, square bills up top on the left, lipless row, a little bit larger profile square bills, swim baits, jerk baits, spinner baits, galore. Really nice, neat, organized. Let me see, is this the only picture or is there more? I think that's it. That's the only picture. It's not bad. It's not bad, you know, it's solid. I wish we had a little bit more of a view inside what's going on down here on the bottom. A little cluttered down here on the bottom. Would have been nice to crack a couple of those boxes open so that we could see a little bit more of that gold that you got laying off in those storage containers there. It looks really cool. It's a really cool submission. But I'm sort of struggling with this one, you know, because I feel like if I give it a 2.5, that's being a little mean, and if I give it a 3, that's being a little generous. So, let's give it a 3. It's a 3. It's a solid 3. Thank you, Larry, for the submission. I don't want to be too rough. I did introduce the new scoring system in this episode, but I want to be fair. And this is, come on, let's be fair. This is clean. This is a solid 3. Shout outs to Larry. Thank you for the submission. 3 out of 5 Cheetos. No doubt. Almost slipped up on that one. You guys keep me in check. If you disagree with my scores, if you feel like I'm doing something wrong here, if I'm not giving people their just deserves and I'm doling out Cheeto scores that are either too brutal or too generous, feel free to let me know down in the comments. Next up, holy smokes, what an epic tackle wall, tackle room, tackle collection. That's awesome. Whoa, we're gonna save that Warlock for last because, oh my God, that's fire. That's so fire. Stand by, we're gonna check that one out in just a second. We're gonna bebop on to the next submission. Oh my God, there's so many good submissions in this. This is crazy. Some of the best submissions really in the history of Tackle Wall Tuesday ever. All right, guys. I've checked out the rest of the submissions really quick, gave them a little preemptive glimpse, and I just got to give you a heads up. We're about to start getting into the fire. You guys set it off with these submissions this month, July and August submissions. Shout outs to everybody that's been in this video so far, and shout outs to these incredible submissions that we're about to start looking at right now, because pretty much everything from here on out, the rest of the video is straight fire, heaters only until the end of this one. Don't click off. This is awesome. I can't wait to show you guys some of the most awesome submissions ever in the history of Tackle Wall Tuesday. Let's get into it. Next up, we got JG Watkins, and old JG has submitted a very clean, very well put together tackle wall. You guys check this out. Stacked and packed, utilized every inch of usable space on the panels that he has available to him. And I love this submission, dude. It's not a massive tackle collection. You know, this isn't you know, tackle pile, tackle mile. This is like tackle pile, tackle quarter mile. And I love it, dude. This is awesome. Very well organized, nice, neat. It's appealing. It's fun to look at. You can see everything that's going on. And we're about to rattle off through the list right now. Keep watching. Like I said, the ones that come after this one, it just gets bigger and better from here on out. But this is super clean, super nice, solid. I'm telling you right now, this is a 4 out of 5 Cheetos. 4 out of 5 Cheetos. He got the soft plastics over there on the right. He got the cloud worms. He got the prawns. He got the stroker craws. He's got the Ned fry. He got the hog walla, the Devon shaky worm. He's got the small profile finesse Devon swim baits. He's got the bongos. Those are ridge worms down there across the bottom. He's got the flush 5.2. He's got the whale. He's got all his hard baits there in the center section. I see everything from Crush 50s to Thud 70s, the Quakes, the Snatches. And I see there on the far left of that center row, that looks to be a bluegill candy flat finesse F4. That's a rarity, tough bait to get a hold of. You can see the same color up there on that Crush 50 XR, the extra rattles, bluegill candy. One of the most fire colors, one of my favorite colors, really vibrant, really unique. Nothing else quite like it out there on the market. He got the Vega frogs. He's got the terminals up there on top. He's got a lot of 6th Sense stuff. And just to let you guys know, I'm not biased here on the channel. As you've noticed, we've seen Guggen baits, we've seen 6th Sense, we've seen Zoom, we've seen everything in between. The brand of your baits contained within your tackle collection will have no bearing on your score. I will not increase your score because you have 6th Sense baits on your wall, and I will not decrease your score because you use another company's baits, because that just wouldn't be right. I'm giving this wall right here 4 out of 5 Cheetos, a solid 4 out of 5, because of how well this wall is put together, how good the photo is, how we can see everything that's going on. It's very neat, very organized, appealing to the eye. 4 out of 5 Cheetos. Let's keep it rolling. It only gets better and bigger from here. Next up, we got John Cantrell. Been watching the channel for a long time. I built a 14 by 27 insulated building just for my fishing equipment. All right, well, let's check it out, dude. Boom, look at that. Look at that, dude. He's got a full insulated tackle slash boat building. Man, okay, let's just sit on this wide shot for a minute and take it all in. I told you there was gonna be some heat in this one. This is fire. First of all, I love how all the rods are racked up on the wall. Jealous of how he has his rods all racked up nice and neat along the wall, vertical style. That looks really good. I like the storage on the rods, but man, let's talk about the boat and the bait. So first off, right in the middle, you know, he's got his boat in insulated storage. I'm extremely jealous of that. I really wish I could store my boat in my garage, but it's like a couple feet too long to get in here. I have tried. Climate control for the boat, that's awesome. And then of course, you know, the piece de resistance, the freaking tackle collection, epic. Look at this tackle room. It's tough to see what's going on over there on the right, but I see he has a spooling station built into the wall, a bunch of line and terminal tackle, loose baits, hard baits, swim baits. And then across the back, you got bags and stacks of gear and extra equipment, stuff for his boat and extra tackle, I'm sure. Over there on the left side of the wall, soft baits, more terminal tackle, hard baits, TV, all his hats across the top. You need a heater hat to add to that collection, but other than that, I'm not seeing much wrong with this submission. Bebop through here a little more, give you a little bit closer shot of everything that's on the wall. This is epic, dude. This is epic. And this right here, how can you not give that 5 Cheetos? That is without a doubt a 5 out of 5 Cheeto boat slash tackle storage unit slash building slash shop, garage. That's awesome. It's incredible. I'm jealous. Thank you so much, John, for the submission. Freaking awesome. Let's keep it rolling. They're all that caliber or better from here on out in the rest of the video. Next up from Brian Scott, we got another banger. Look at this. All right, now photo composition not the best on this submission, so that's gonna bump the score down just a little bit, but I feel like this tackle room is really nice, very well organized, and has a lot in it. I just wish I could see it all in like 1 or 2 photos, or maybe if the finger wasn't in front of this photo right here. You guys see what I'm getting at. I'm really critiquing everything in these submissions, including the photo composition, not just your tackle collection. This is awesome though. I mean, I can't dog on this too much. I feel like this is the best picture out of the 3. So I think I'm gonna go with these. This one right here is what I'm gonna have to run with on the rating. Dang, dude. You know, if I could see all this in 1 or 2 photos, clean photos, this would be like, I feel like this is a 4 or 5 Cheeto tackle room. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this has 5 Cheeto potential looking at what's in these photos. It's just, and I get it, it's a smaller room, you know, it's tough to get everything in one picture, so I can't rip on them too hard, but man, it's just tough to give this 5 Cheetos, man. It's tough to give this 5 Cheetos. I'm gonna be nice, I'm not gonna give you a 2.5, I'm gonna give you a 3, because I can tell you have an insane tackle collection. There's a lot of really cool stuff here. We got the Zoom, we got the Power Bait, Yamamoto, Daiwa, Yum, 6 Sense. What else do we got? A bunch of stuff. Some stuff I don't even recognize. Tons of hard baits. You got tons of boxes down here in your rack. You got the spooling station. You got all your hard baits. It's just a little tough to see. This photo could have been a little bit better. It could have been a lot better, let's be honest. So rough. Tough to give this 4 or 5, which is what I feel like it truly deserves if you're going off the tackle alone, but we're not. We're going off the entirety of the submission. And if I'm just going off the center photo right here, 3 Cheetos. Thank you for the submission, Brian. Epic tackle room, dude. Super fire. Speaking of super fire, check this next one out. Look at this. Look at this one. Tackle pile, tackle mile. He got the freaking bike in the shot. Pretty sure that's a Harley. Is it a Harley? I hope to gosh it's a Harley. If I said that wrong, I'm gonna get roasted, dude. I don't know cruisers, anything like I know like sport bikes, dirt bikes, supermoto. So bear with me. I'm pretty sure that's a Harley though. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But forget about the motorcycle. Check out the freaking tackle pile, tackle mile. His tackle wall is stacked. You know, you got the 2 big players. The 2 biggest players I feel like out there right now as far as, you know, the newer age of bass fishing. You got 6 Sense and you got Guggen baits right there next to each other. Nothing wrong with that. I love to see it. The black and white and the green and white always riding alongside each other on the tackle walls here on Tackle Wall Tuesday. And I see a lot of that, so that's cool. But there's a whole lot of 6 Sense right here, and that's really cool. I mean, you got all the big stuff, like the big worms, the Magnum shaky worms, and the ridge worm. Practically every soft plastic that 6 Sense makes, I think you have it right there. Pretty close to it, if not. A whole lot of Guggen stuff. Massive Zoom section, again, fire. Sorry, I didn't mean to just breeze over the Guggen baits. To be honest with you guys, I don't know too much about their product. I'm assuming there's like some Bandito bugs and whatever else right there. But the Zoom section, holy smokes, freaking fire. So many Zoom soft plastics. That's like more than what some tackle shops have as far as variety is concerned. And that's really cool, man. I'm jealous of your Zoom section. I wish I had that much Zoom stuff. Yamamoto, KVD, couple other brands over there. Epic. With the Harley in the garage. All his rods racked up over there by the hot water heater and the spare fridge. You love to see it. That's an awesome submission. Epic tackle wall. 4.5 out of 5 Cheetos. Yeah, I feel like if you had like pushed those rod racks over to each side of your tackle wall and got all of your combos, you know, straddling the tackle wall with the bike perfectly centered out just a little bit where we could see everything, that would have been like a solid 5. This is like, you know what? Let's upgrade that score. This is like 4.5. This is a 4.5 out of 5. Is that what I said? I don't know what I just said, but this is a 4.5 out of 5. Really close to a 5 Cheeto score. Thank you so much, Caleb, for the insane tackle wall submission. Check this one out. Last submission of the video. We're about to wrap this up, but this one's a super heater, and I can't wait to show it to you. Gone Fishing with Ed. Shout outs to Ed for the insane submission. My Lord, look at this. That is what I'm talking about, folks. That is without a doubt one of the most awesome, most perfect. This is the ideal. This is the pinnacle. If you're gonna hand pick the perfect Tackle Wall Tuesday photo submission of a tackle room, tackle wall, tackle collection, this is it right here. Check this out, dude. This is somebody that ain't playing around. This dude has been in it for years and years and years. Do you have any idea what it takes to amass a tackle collection of this caliber? Absolutely crazy, and I'm just trying to just soak it all in and really take the time to appreciate what I'm watching and what I'm looking at here, because this is stunning. Wow, what an insane tackle room, dude. Ed, thank you for your service, U.S. Army combat medic veteran. It does not get any more badass than that right there. That is so cool, man. And this dude is about some fishing. Look at this, dude. Oh, check it out. One thing I noticed really quick, he's got the new Cigar, it may not be new, but the new to me, Cigar Basics. He's got a whole roll of that stuff. I just picked up my first spool of Basics recently. Got something really special planned for this. As you can see, it's 6-pound fluorocarbon. Stay tuned to the channel to find out more about that. But I just noticed that he has like a whole stacked up row. So he obviously has got a lot of experience fishing and puts trust into that line of fluorocarbon. So that makes me feel better about my recent purchase, because Ed right here is plainly, clearly not jacking around when it comes to fishing. This is one of, if not the coolest Tackle Wall Tuesday submission that I have ever received, and I'm so stoked that I saved it for the end of the video. He got the singing bass up there in the top right. He got, I see there's like a days and hours, minutes and seconds counter going on. He's got a timer up there running for something. He got the rig parked right out front. As you can see, it says boat flips only. Shout outs to my brother Captain Ron. The rig ain't playing, man. That is sick. Check out his boat. He's got the super bright LEDs there on front, so we can go do some night fishing. Push pole. I'm just taking in everything, trying to see what I can see on this boat. There's so much in here. I could just sit here and pick this photo apart forever. You guys drop down into the comments what you're thinking right now when you look at this. Like, where do you look first? Where do your eyes go when you look at this picture? You know, I see 4 photos up there mounted. Looks like some of his memorable catches he's got printed out and framed and hung up. That's really cool. I do that same thing in my office. Dude, this is so cool, man. This is somebody that I feel like I could learn a lot from. Like, this dude has obviously dedicated so much of his time, his life, his hard-earned money into figuring out what works for him, and he has amassed an insane, borderline making me speechless tackle collection. This is just awesome, dude. So much variety. It's hard for me to sit here and just pick it apart and name off single things that I see, but you guys check that out. Let me know down in the comments what score you would give this tackle pile, tackle model. But in my eyes, in my mind, in my heart, and on Tackle Wall Tuesday, that is without a doubt 5 out of 5 Cheetos. If I could give it 6 Cheetos, I would. Hands down, one of the absolute best submissions that we've ever got here on Tackle Wall Tuesday. Thank you for your service, U.S. Army Combat Medic Veteran. That is probably my favorite part of this photo. Man, it's freaking insane, dude. What a way to end this episode of Tackle Wall Tuesday. Thank you so much, Ed, for your submission. Incredible. Stoked on the submissions this week. Thank you guys so much for sending in pictures of your tackle collection. Shout outs to everybody that was in this video. If I was too hard on you, I apologize. If you guys think I gave out the wrong scores, feel free to roast me in the comment section. Man, what an awesome episode. We had some killer submissions. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all for taking time out of your day to watch this episode of Tackle Wall Tuesday, but that's about all I got for you. That about does it. That about wraps her on up. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now, but I will see you on the next one.